Well, hello everyone. My name is Gary Gordon from Step Ahead Web, and today, as part of our business spotlight, we're going to be interviewing the Woolwich Gardens Assisted Living, and we have Yvonne and we have Lori from the community, and they're going to be just telling us about the community, what they're doing, how they're helping the people in the area. And I will just turn it over to you and let you introduce yourselves and the community and just tell us about it.
Okay, so I'm Laurie Harbison. I'm the administrator of Woolwich Gardens, and this is Yvonne Curry. She is our marketing director. Um,
We
Yvonne?
actually we actually have three communities. I cover both communities just for now. Mullica Gardens Assisted Living as well as Woolwich Gardens.
Okay. And how long have the communities been available to the people?
Since before 2015, I don't recall when Marion Gardens opened, but I know the second one was in 2015.
Okay.
And Woolwich Gardens, we opened up in May of 2023.
Mhm.
Okay. So, um, what is it about, you know, your community that sets you apart maybe from other similar type of communities?
Okay, can I answer that question?
Absolutely.
One of the things that sets us apart, most communities in the area, they all have what I call it's the community fee. When you first move into the community, it's maybe five, 7 to 8, maybe $10,000 sometimes, non-refundable. But for us, we don't have a community fee here. Our residents are free to come in if they like the community. They have a 30-day notice that they can move out if they don't like it. So that makes it a lot easier on the families.
Hmm.
Okay.
What are some of the things that your residents enjoy most about your facility and your community?
I'm going to say our activities.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an awesome, I like to call them the dynamic duo.
Yes.
So we have two sides to our community. So we have a traditional side and also a special needs side. So the special needs side is a dementia, Alzheimer's unit. It's a locked unit, but it's also for residents that need additional care, a little bit more one-on-one with our CNAs. But for the most part, our activities department, both employees, they keep our residents, they do exercises every day. There's activities almost every hour. We have a wonderful group of entertainers that come in. We've been blessed with volunteers throughout the community, the surrounding communities that have come in. Christmas time was just overwhelming. We had so much going on. But for the most part, I would say that is our
Yeah,
number one.
the activities
Yeah.
That's your number one. Okay, great.
and the
If I
food.
and the food.
Yes.
Okay. If someone wanted to take a look at the community, what would that process look like? How would they contact you, and so forth?
So typically, we get a phone call and they want more information about the community. So what I like to do is immediately send information to the families, pricing, brochure information. This way they can take a look at the pricing in the privacy of their own home. And if it's something that's not affordable for them, they don't have to feel as though, they're left out. They can just make that decision. If it's affordable, they can call us and schedule a tour. I'll take them through and work with them from beginning to end.
Okay.
And a call
Is
isn't always necessary either.
Yeah, we have drop
We have
bys.
we have drop-bys that are they're constantly, we have people that are out for a walk in the
Yeah.
community and stop in. So, and all of our staff is trained to do a tour in the building.
Mhm.
So, we're
how,
available
how
whenever.
long does a tour typically take?
About an hour. It depends on the needs of the potential resident. So if the need is more than we anticipate, then that conversation can go a little longer to see what we can do to help them.
When they're on a tour, do they just see the facility? Do they get to intermingle with some of the other residents that are there?
Yes, absolutely. We take a tour of the entire building, and on any given day, one of the residents can come up and actually talk to a potential resident coming through. I've had that happen quite often.
And if someone feels that that this is going to be a right move for them, um, I'm just trying to think of how I wanted to say this, but what is the uh, time delay as far as them being able to get in typically? I know that you've been only here in Woolwich for about a year and a half, but typically, what is the time that it takes to get in?
Depending on the need, we can actually do a move-in within a week.
Wow.
Yes, it depends. We can get a approved, if I can get an approved application, if an application comes in, I can get that application approved within 24 hours.
Okay.
It's two-part approval, the application approval and the medical approval. So once I have medical paperwork back, our director of nursing will schedule the assessment for that resident, potential resident. And as long as the family can get furniture in quickly, we can make that move happen within a week if need be.
Now, if someone is thinking that this is something they may want to be considering, what what type of situation would I be in that might say, "Oh, I think I might need to look at this." Like, where am I having physical difficulties? Am I what is a common situation of a new resident coming in as far as like what kind of difficulties are they encountering?
A common situation is being home alone, wanting the socialization, not in a place where they are able to cook for themselves anymore. So we have 3 home cooked meals a day. We have housekeeping once a week. We have laundry once a week. So we will do all of those things for a potential resident. Those are the highlights why someone would begin to look at assisted living. A
Great.
widow, or you end up in rehab and you can't go home alone anymore, then you look for assisted living.
Okay. And is there in your community, is it typically a one bedroom? Is it a two bedroom? What type of options are there for the
So we
rooms?
have 3 options. We have a small studio, we have a deluxe studio, and we have a 1 bedroom suite. Okay. And the beauty of this community is if you were to run out of funds, we require 2 years private pay. If you were to run out of funds, it's called a spin down. You can apply for Medicaid and still stay here. Your lifestyle wouldn't change unless you were in a 1 bedroom suite. Then, of course, we would ask you to move down to a studio or a deluxe. But if you come into a studio or a deluxe and at some point you have to apply for Medicaid, we're not going to move you. You're going to stay where you planned, and we're going to take care of you, and your lifestyle is not going to change.
It's aging in place.
Yes.
That's wonderful because I would think that that'd be a worry that people might have.
Right.
So that's very nice to know. Are you on social media that people can find you? And if you are, which platforms can they find you there?
Yep.
Currently, we only have Facebook right now.
We have Facebook. Instagram is next. That'll become our primary because Instagram will then feed into Facebook. We also have our website.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have any videos like on YouTube or are you not there yet?
Not on YouTube, no, but if you were to go out to our website and just say
Hmm.
you're not on Facebook because not everybody is, or Instagram, we have the link to our Facebook on our website. So you can see what's going on. And we're constantly updating that with the activities that go on in our building, um, and just share the information with the volunteers that come in. I mean, we have anywhere from the Girl Scouts coming to, people in the elderly generation coming and doing karaoke
Yeah.
with our residents.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that you can check it out on on
We
our
get a lot
website.
of donations also from
Yes.
high schoolers. They bring in cards for the residents. It's amazing.
That's very nice. So, what is your phone number if somebody wanted to call you? They decide they want to reach out to you. What would they do? What's
So
that number?
they would dial 856-254-3200. Yvonne is extension 3. Extension 2. If you hit 0 for the operator, you'll get me as well. So we always have somebody available.
Great. And your website address? Can you tell me what that is?
It's www.woolwichgardensassistedliving.com.
Okay, great. Is there anything else that we didn't talk about that you would like to highlight or tell people about before we finish the interview?
Hmm.
I do. I want to, our nursing staff.
Oh,
So we have 2 RNs that are on duty. So we have a full-time RN that's here Monday through Friday. We also have an RN who works Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Our LPNs are here 24/7, along with CNAs 24/7. Our RNs are a call away, so if it's an emergency, they would instantly come right in, as well as myself, who has to be available 24/7, who would be here. And we're all kind of local, so that helps as well. But some facilities do not offer.
they don't. And that's what I wanted to add. We operate with the director of nursing, assistant director of nursing, LPNs, CNAs, our community med tech. So there is a medical professional in this building around the clock. Most communities, they don't have that. They may have their director of nursing during the day and maybe med techs, throughout the shifts. But this is how we operate. Now
Are
you
you
can live
connected?
here, you can live here as independently as you would like, but our license is under assisted living. So that's
Okay. Are you connected? I don't know if this makes sense, but are you connected with any hospitals in the area, or does that not really come into play with what you do?
well, when you say connected, we actually feed off of Inspira, Mullica Hill. That's one that we refer to, and they refer back to us. So we sort of work together, but there's no contract or anything that we have to work with them. But we mostly kind of refer to them, and they refer to us.
We
Okay.
also, just to go off a little bit about that, we also have relationships with hospice and
Yes.
palliative care.
Mhm.
We have currently have 2 physicians that come in and see the residents here. We have we're set up to do lab work,
Yep.
X-rays, the scanning of the vascular parts in your leg with pulse back.
So we
So-
try to make it as easy as humanly possible so the resident doesn't have to go out all the time. But if it was a specialist, like a cardiologist, something like that, they would have to go out. But in-house, we can pretty much take care of most of their needs.
That's great. So, thank you very much for introducing me to your community. I happen to see it almost every day when I'm driving around. It's
Stop by
Yeah, I
for
beautiful.
was gonna say,
a tour.
stop in.
Well, thank you again. And I will be sending this to you so you can take a look at it. And then we can hopefully publish this to everyone else in the local area and they can come and visit you at their convenience. So
Thank you
thank you
very much.
very much for taking your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.